Welcome to Phasma Jones 5-minute reviews. Rogue. Rogue is a Bridgerton-themed episode. I don't know how, but Kate Herron and Bryony Revin managed to do something spectacular with breaking trends that have failed to ignite Doctor Who before. I loved Rogue Joke Vizla. Once again, just my nickname for him. The casting got it right as Jonathan Groff and Gatwa had the material and the likability needed to succeed as a couple. I feel chemistry has been an obstacle in previous eras for me, especially with Russell Joe's first era, as they never succeeded to make a good couple on screen. Poor David Tennant was a victim of not being given the right material. I still feel if he had better material, he would be just like what I'm seeing nowadays. I felt the boys this time around were strong, and after Phasma and of course Toph and River, who I love as well, they were brilliant and they delivered to continue a good run of romances for the Doctor. I found Rogue to be a joke at the beginning, an entertaining joke by the way, because he treated the Doctor with a mistaken identity situation as he was hostile and oblivious. However, we have to remember the Childers could have been anyone. I mean, I didn't expect certain people to be Childers. I like the fact he was grumpy, a bit of a sports ball, unlike the other bounty hunters that I love. I love Felix Shan, of course, Boba Fett, Din Djarin. Even Cad Bane is kind of hilarious. But I like the fact that Rogue might be different to these guys. Throughout the story, he starts to fall in love with a certain 15. They're similar as they both lost people, which works in their favour and is really important in the climax. Millie gives them a major role this time around. I will say, Russell, focus on your leads because they need every help they can get now with great characters coming out. That saying, Millie did well with what she was given. I think coming after Catherine Tate and Manic Girl was definitely in her favour. I feel like she was trying to make friends with Lady Emily Bennett. She handled male flirting and insults. She stood up to one of those guys brilliantly, even though he was a Childer. I like the fact that she was a wingwoman to the Doctor and, of course, Rogue Joke Vizla. Ron Swanson, who I love, also was a wingman. John Lewis, wingman to Phasma. Ruby's just as good as they were. The Birdlight Childers wanted to cosplay by electrocuting humans and taking a form. This included the Duchess of Pemberton, played brilliantly by Indira Varma. They were obsessed with the Bridgerton era and were wanting to marry to gain social status and climb up the social ladder. The last few scenes to me are very important in this story when it comes to the Doctor, Ruby in Rogue. Ruby takes out the children impersonating Emily Bennett thanks to the psychic earrings, which I actually like the fact when they're dancing earlier. She ends up in the trap after the wedding is trying to take place. The Doctor has a rough ride, as in a real rough ride. He needs more therapy, by the way. He thinks Ruby's gone when she sees her with one of the children, and then ends up in a position where he can't bear to press the button to send the children to another dimension because Ruby is there in the trap. Half of me thinks this fake sacrifice trope has gone long enough, but thankfully it works here, and finally for once, in the Russell T. series, we have an emotional victory. It's the same with the romance resolution, just as good as that scene from The Power of Doctor where the Doctor and Yaz are on the roof. Miss you, Joey Whittaker, Manic Girl, you were great. I like the fact that they didn't wimp out with the LGBTQ+ stuff, not only with that dance scene earlier, which was scandalous in a good way. At the end, they kiss, and they nearly did kiss early on as well. For people ask, it's not the first time the Doctor has kissed men. The Doctor in multiple incarnations has kissed men before, like with Jack and Rory. I like the fact that they did it because it just shows to the LGBTQ+ community that they can be represented and their favourites can be like them. I think Rogue has Vizla move in when he takes Ruby's place, as it's heartbreaking and his love and respect for the Doctor allows him to do that heroic move. What is noticeable is that the Doctor's emotions in recent episodes have caught Ruby's attention, and she knew the Doctor had feelings for Rogue and says, "Doctor, you don't have to be like this." and is able to do what no one has done, get him to realise it's okay to let his guard down. She hugs him as well. Remember what 12 said? Never trust a hug. It's just a way to hide your face. That's what he does. He contemplates on Ruby's shoulder whilst they hug, and Ruby, in my eyes, has a moment as she's there for him and understands his pain. I love this episode. It's definitely one of the best historicals out there. I think the historicals have been good, just like they were in the previous year. This is Doctor Who back to where it should be. Thank you, girls. That's it for this 5-minute review. Please like this review and subscribe to the podcast channel to keep up to date with all the latest content. Thank you for listening to Vizla and Jams, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Vizla and Jams